deleting an array, so deleting an element from an array here. Okay, so how to delete an element from an array? So in this, first we see that what is an array. Okay, so what is an array here? An array is a collection of similar data type elements. So these data elements have the same data type. So first, what is an array here? Array is a collection of similar data type element. It means in an array we store only similar data type elements, and in that elements are being referred by an index. So here let us see an example syntax that how to create an array here. So I hope that you people know about how to create an array. If you don't know also, so here I am providing the syntax here. So if you want to declare an array, so first we want to give a data type, next we want to give the name of the array, and we want to give the size of the array. So example, here we have been given here the data type is what, integer, and the name is what, marks, and the size is what, 10 here. So here now you can create an array in two ways. One is static method, the other one is dynamic method. So here the static method indicates that while you are declaring the array, in the flower bracket how many elements you want to store, that many elements are being provided in flower brackets. It's separated by some commas. So here the values what I given here is that 12, 18, 21, 14, 25, 36. Now these are the elements I have been stored in an array A using what method? Static method. Suppose if you want to read these elements or any other elements at runtime, we go for which method here? Dynamic method. So in the dynamic method we are going to read the elements using scanf function, and every value is stored in an array A here. So this is the code which is used for reading the values at the runtime into an array here. Now let us see here, in our target is that we want to remove an element from an array. So here already there is an existed array here. See, after inserting elements into an array, so what the values are there here? In the 0 index 12 is there, in the first index 18 is there, the second index 21 is there, and in the third index 14, and in the fourth index we are having 25, in the fifth index we are having 36. So here we understood now in each index what value is there in this array. Now I want to remove the second element from this array. The second element is that as per my calculation, the second element is what? 8 here. Now as per programmatically, the second element is been referred with the index what? 1 here. Suppose if I want to remove the second element, the index value will be 1. If I want to remove the third element, then the index value will be 2 here. So it means whatever the position of the element you want to remove, you want to minus 1, then you will get the index of that position. Okay, so now see here, after removing the second element from this array, now what happened here is that, so all the values index are being changed here. So previously in the second index the value 21 is there, but after removing the element from this array, now at the second index what happened here? The value 14 is there. Now where is this 21? It is shifted to the first index. Now similarly see here, the 25 is being shifted to third index, and the 36 is shifted to fourth index. Like that, now once you remove an element from the array, now the remaining whatever the elements are there that are being shifting to the left side. So now you observe this here. Now how to implement this logic using code? So let us see now a small code here. So to make you clearly understand the part of code easily, here I have been made in different colors. So the red color code is to read the elements into an array, and the green color code is to display the elements what are there in an array. Now the blue color is the logic what I written for removing an element from an array. After removing the element in an array, what happening here? The remaining values are being shifting one after the other to the left side. So here the logic is being given here in this code. Next, after removing the element, now the orange color code is going to display the elements what are there in the array here. So let us see a part wise each and every code here. So first part here, now this part is going to give you an idea that how to read the elements. So here in the bracket we can read up to how many elements, 1 to 20, but actually as per my program in this I have been read how many elements, 6 elements. It indicates nothing but the n value is what, 6. Now it starts the indexing from 0. So first 0 index value is been stored, next first index value is been stored in, and the next second index the value is been stored. So in the runtime each and every value is stored in a index. So this is the code which is going to read the values at the runtime. So how many values I am going to read? I am going to read how many? 6 values. Okay, now next, after reading the values, now this code is going to display the elements which are there in an array. So at one point observe that while you are to read the elements in an array, or while you want to display the elements from an array, you want to require the for loop. Okay, so this for loop is going to display the elements what are there in an array after reading them. Next, now this is the logic what I written for removing an element from an array. After removing an element, now what happened here, the values are being shifting one position to the other position. So here, so first in this code I am asking you that enter the element position to delete. So as per my position is what, second position. In the second position what is there here, 18. But as per the index, when I say second position, the index value is what now, 1 here. Suppose if I say the third position, the index value is what, 2 here. Okay, now which position I want to remove here, 8th position. So when I remove the 8th position, now what happened here, in the index 1, so which position value should be there here? So the second position, the second index value, what is that, 21, is to be shifted to left side. Next, the 14 is shifted to second index, and 25 is shifted to third index, like that, one after the other. So once you see the logic here, let us now, I am going to read the position. I want to remove the element from second position. Second position indicates nothing but I minus 1. It's nothing but when I say I minus 1, now what is that, a of 1. Now next, what is the I here, second. Now what is the code here is that here a of 2 index value is being shifted to a of 1. It means the 21 is being overridden in this first index. It means now the 8th element is being removed and the 21 element is being placed in the first index. Now the loop repeats again at this time. Now the second, in the second position, now the third index value is being stored here, and in the third index, now fourth index value is being stored here. So like that it continues up to the last element, and at last, now the last index value will become empty. So I am decreasing the size n minus minus, then it comes under what, how many elements now, 5 elements. So I hope that you understand this logic clearly. Now after deleting the elements from an array, now the last how many values are there in the element in the array, if you want to see that, this is the code which is being there on the screen here. Okay, so let us see the output, how I executed here. So what I did here, I read the 6 elements. The first element is 12, 18, 21, 14, 25 and 36. Okay, so when I'm trying to remove the second element, so here the second element is been removed. So previously, before removing, what the elements are there in the array shown, and after selecting the second position, the second element is been removed, and the remaining elements what are there in the array, it is been shown you. So this is the code how it is been working in my system. Okay, so I hope that you understand that how to delete an array from this array, how to delete an element from an array. Okay, so okay, thank you very much. I hope have a nice day.